sorry to break it to you that people that watch TV, but Full House is overrated. Full House got to be the most overrated sitcom of all time. It's very overrated, man. People talking about, this how the people was back in the day. Well, guys, it's a top 3 sitcom in the 90s, and it's one of the best sitcoms of all time. And I'm sitting here like, bullshit. Bullshit. Man, I seen so many episodes of Full House. I seen enough episodes to say, man, that show sucked, man. That show garbage. That shit terrible. It's not even that good though. Like, come on now. This shit corny as fuck. The actors are horrible. I could like the kids and shit, they terrible. Mary Kate Ashley, what's her name? Candace Cameron, and what's that other girl name? Laura something. I forgot their name, but they suck, man. It's terrible. Deej, Uncle Jesse, can I go out for a ride? Come on, man, come the fuck on. Uncle Jesse, can I get a toy? Like, the fuck. Oh my god, that show is horrible. That show is terrible. It's really terrible. It's that bad. The acting is that bad, bro. It's terrible, man. That shit is awful. The daddy was lame as fuck. Dude, I understand you being a parent and shit, but come on, man. That dude was a ham. That dude was a ham and some damn macaroni and cheese and gravy. That dude was a fucking ham. That dude was a whole fucking Christmas dinner. Like, the fuck? Dude was so lame. Nope, you can't eat this way. You gotta eat a certain way. And then, like, he was just so uptight. Like, come on, man. I can't believe this shit. The actors are horrible. The best actor is probably the funniest motherfuckers on the show is probably Joey and the dog. That's it. Everybody else is horrible. Uncle Jesse was terrible. I honestly believe Jesse was the funniest nigga on the show, though. That nigga was actually funny. Everybody else was just retarded, nigga. Like, what the fuck, man? The fuck? For real, though. The dog and Jesse was the two best actors on the show. I'm sorry. But yeah, like, the show was terrible. What's her name? What's that bitch name? Kimmy Gibbler, like her ugly ass, her fucking lunchbox head ass. Her guys, it's like somebody beat her ass with a brick in this bitch. That bitch is horrible. She had a she had a her head looked like a goddamn a Buick. Her head like a Buick, nigga. Her head like a Buick Regal from '84. Buick head ass. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. And then the theme song was awful. Dun, 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 dun. Everywhere you go, everywhere is a place where somebody who needs you. Everywhere you go, everywhere. I fucking hate that shit. I hate that theme song with a passion. I can't stand it. That shit annoying. Every time I hear that shit, I change the channel. Every time I hear that shit, I be getting mad as fuck. Like, man, this show suck, man. It does. I can't get into it. It's corny as fuck. It's so fucking corny. I know it's supposed to be family oriented or whatever. It is so corny. Like, when some real life shit or whatever going on, you can't feel the shit because the writers was so fucking bad. They didn't like for example, when their uncle died and shit. The uncle, their great great grandfather from Greece or whatever, Jesse great grandfather. They just wrote that he died and shit. Wrote him off and said he died and shit. Like I couldn't get into the shit, man. I just couldn't. It's the way they was acting and shit. They was trying to cry. They was showing the girls crying and shit. That shit was so fucking fake. The acting was terrible. It was awful, man. I'm sorry. That shit was bad. The way they were trying to play it off, their sadness and shit, it was so bad. It was so bad. I just no. And then people want to say this show better. This show, Family Matters is a spinoff of this show. Bullshit. You act like Family Matters was the first sitcom with family. Get the fuck out of here. Number two, how the fuck is it a spinoff? How? How? Just tell me how. When both of them shows came out around the same time. Tell me how. How is it a spinoff? You know what I mean? It came out around the same time. Shit. And Family Matters, at least with Family Matters, I could get into the shit. You know what I'm saying? I know it does have a lot of wasted episodes or dumbass episodes, but they have some really good episodes in between as well. Like, for example, Harriet. When Harriet and Rachel, they was looking for their father. They never knew who their father was. And they finally found out who their father was. That was one of the best episodes, and especially the ending to that particular episode. The ending was fabulous. The ending was great. I loved the ending. The ending to that episode was one of the best endings I seen. That was a good ass ending. And that was a really good episode. For real. That was a really good episode. I love that episode. Or when Carl Winslow, he was trying to save a guy's life. That was in the grocery store. He died before he was able to save him. But he got the bad guys, but he wasn't able to stop the guys from killing the guy. So he went to the cemetery, gave out flowers and stuff like that, try to give his condolences, and they made you feel that shit. And you felt the connection. You felt the connection when they showed that shit. I could feel the connection. You know what I'm saying? What's another episode? What's another episode that was good? Motherfucking when Laura, she got fucking robbed and shit. She got robbed by this girl and shit. Like, shit like that. You can relate to that shit. Like, that shit can really happen. That shit is real life shit. That's real life shit. When she got robbed and shit, and the bitch, she threatened her if she snitch again or whatever, she'll kill her and shit. That's real shit. I felt that shit. I can relate to. It's relatable. Full House, you can't relate to none of the shit they do, and it's corny as fuck. You know what I mean? And they talking about fucking Full House is better than Family Matters. Both on family oriented shows. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Family Matters way better than that shit. I understand it was some dumbass episodes with the Stefan Urkel and Steve Urkel bullshit. I know that, but they had a lot of good episodes as well. So, yeah, man, it is better. It's better. Or what about the episode of Family Matters when motherfuckers was invading, I think it was Rachel restaurant or whatever. She built it up and shit, and these motherfuckers start coming in. They want to start beating up motherfuckers and robbing people and shit. And then Eddie Winslow tried to do something about it, and they beat his ass. And then Carl Winslow, he tried to get him in the stakeout and shit. He tried to send Steve Urkel on some type of decoy type shit, and then they busted in like shit like that. That shit is relatable as fuck because that shit can really happen. Like motherfuckers just coming in the store and try to rob you and try to fuck shit up. They burnt that bitch down. The motherfuckers they sent away. They burnt the place down and shit. Like shit like that. That shit is real. Full House, I can't get into this shit, man. They burnt down Rachel restaurant. You want to talk about that show way better than Family Matters? Get the fuck out of here. I would take so many fucking sitcoms over goddamn Full House. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I would definitely take that show over Full House. You already know Will Smith and his father, that episode, and the infamous episode when he's talking about like when his father he didn't want him to come with him on a trip and shit. You already seen the episode. I ain't even got to tell you. So, or Carlton, he was trying to get accepted to this group and shit. And I think it's one of them. I don't know. It's one of them groups. Fuck it. But I could think of a better episode. It's just real shit though. Trevor dying, shit like that. Like, come on. But Fresh Prince of Bel Air is better than Full House. I would take that show. I would take Family Matters. I would take My Wife and Kids over that show. I would take Saved by the Bell over Full House. I would take Boy Meets World over Full House. I would take that 70s show over Full House. I would take a lot of shows over Full House. I would take Frasier. I would take Everybody Loves Raymond over that show. You told me you only watch black shows. You only watch black. Bitch, I watched them shows too. Them other shows I just named. Like Everybody Loves Raymond and Frasier and shit. I watched them shit. I watched them shows. So I'll take, what else I'll take over that show? Full House. I would take Martin over that show, of course. I would take Drake and Josh. Drake and Josh. People took, man, that's gotta be one of the most underrated sitcoms ever, man. That sitcom was funny than a motherfucker, man. Drake and Josh was clowns in this bitch. They was fooling on Nickelodeon. Man, they ran that bitch from 2004 to 2007. They ran that bitch. Man, that shit was hilarious. Drake and Josh was fucking hilarious. And y'all talking about, you only watch black sitcoms. That ain't true. But I'll take Kenan and Kel over that show. I would take the Wayans brothers over that show. I would take a lot of sitcoms over that show. I would take Home Improvement over fucking Full House. I am dead serious. I would take Home Improvement. Home Improvement, nigga. The fuck? Home Improvement. Come on now. Stop it. And I can name a lot more shows. And Full House get all this praise and shit. Like, Full House is garbage. That shit terrible. Moesha, I would take Moesha, the Steve Harvey show. I would take, hell, I would even take the Jamie Foxx show. Shit, I would take a lot of, even though Jamie Foxx more, it's more adult oriented, but I would take that show over that. Hell, you want to go old school? I would take the Cosby Show over there. I'll take so many shows over Full House. I can keep going if I want to. I really can. I can name more. I would take Sister over fucking Full House. That's how overrated Full House is to me. But yeah, man, that's it for my video, man. I went on long enough with this shit. I went on long enough. I can name you some more shows I'll take over Full House. Motherfucking Married with Children. I would take so many shows over this bullshit. Third Rock. I would take that show over this bullshit. Too many shows I think that's better than Full House. Too many. Because look, Full House with their thing like, everywhere you go with it. And then they turn their head like this. Like after they, while they singing the song, like they'll turn, you know how they be singing the song, they be doing something and they turn around like this. Like, I hate that shit, man. Come on, man. It's too many sitcoms better. The Parkers, I'll watch the Parkers over this shit. I'll watch 101 over this shit. I'll watch, no, I ain't going that far. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that show, but it's just too many sitcoms I think better. I don't even like Tyler Perry like that, but I would take Tyler Perry House of Pain over this show. Like, it's too many shows that I think that's better than this bullshit. But yeah, man, that's it, man. I'm done. I had enough ranting on Full House. Full House is overrated and trash as fuck. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but I'm not sorry. Peace out.